Hello, welcome to my tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm gonna show you how to create a explosion effect in Maya. And after this tutorial you're gonna get this kind of effect, and I'm gonna be using Nparticles and fluids to make that effect. And let's get started. And after you start up Maya, and you have to go to FX tab, and first of all I'm gonna create Nparticles. Just simply go to Nparticles and create emitter. So now we got the emitter, and if you play it, it just creates a lot of particles, but actually I don't need this lot of particles, so I'm gonna control it. So let's get over to select the M particle first, and let's get over to M particle shape, and you're gonna see a lot of things, but I'm gonna go to emission attributes, and here you can see max counts, and you're gonna see the rate of the particle emitter is 50,000 per second. But if we limit the maximum count, let me see, it just emits once, like that, because the lifespan of this particle is live forever. If you set this to constant, it's gonna emit again as soon as it disappears, and that's it. But I'm gonna let this live forever. So that is it. So I'm gonna set this more like explosion. So to do that, let's get over to emitter, and let's go to here, basic emitter attributes, and I'm gonna use directional, and if you do it, it only emits to there, and I'm just gonna emit this to up there, so direction Y to that, and if you do it, maybe it needs more speed. Alright, it emits like up there, but it's not spreading, so as a add a spread. So yes, and now we got effect what we wanted, and add a little more speed, like that. Maybe it's too much. Tweak a little bit. I think let's add some speed random. Alright, this is not bad. So here we got the particles, and next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a fluids. To create fluids, we need a 3D container. So go to fluids and 3D container, and here we got container, but you don't need to move or do anything with it yet, because we're gonna use auto resize. So and you can already see a fluid emitter, but we don't really need it because we're gonna emit from the particle. So select M particle first, and hold Control and select the fluid container, and let's get over to fluids and add edit contents and emit from object, and you're gonna see like that. If but you can see container is not fitting those particles, and to fix this, like I said before, I'm gonna use auto resize, and let's get to fluid shape, and you can see auto resize, just check on that checkbox, and now we can see this, but it's pretty has a low resolution, so increase the base resolution so you can get a better result. And you can see the resolutions down there, but if you don't want to see it, and change the boundary draw to bounding box or none, and that's it. And get to our auto resize, and let's give it a margin, and yeah, it seems fine. And you're gonna see a temperature, and let's set this to gradient, and let's get over to shading. This is pretty important to make a better looking. So the this is the color of the smoke, and you're gonna see this. This is about temperature, and I'm just gonna use Y gradient. So it's working like that, as you can see. In this case, this is the color of the smoke, like that. You can see the gradient, and I'm gonna use the gray color, and this is the color of down there temperature. Use a brighter color. As so just keep this right now, and maybe we can change it to fuel. Let's get a smooth gradient. So yeah, let's get over to opacity then, and here's the settings, and let's go over to the graph editor, and you can change the opacity. You can just change it to move the points and see the difference, and get your best. should be like mm, and yeah, we can change it later. And shading, it has a transparency, and glow intensity, you can change it. Edge drop off, I'm gonna use this spear. You can see how it affects. I guess cube is better. And let's go to lighting, and self shadow helps you to get even more realistic looking. And just remove the shadow opacity so we can see it more clearly, and shadow diffusion as a diffusion to the shadow, but I'm not going to use it. And light brightness also there, and you can change the light color like so. And here's ambient color, you can see the ambient color, and change the ambient color. So that's it. And also you can change the um, detail of the fluids, like um, this things. And I guess it's gonna be better if I remove the buoyancy and add a little more noise. Like we can see the noises, and swirl helps you to get more realistic looking, and maybe too much noise. And turbulence, you can change it like that. Let's get back to shading again. Maybe you can change it this. Um, and this fuel color, let's change this. And you can also change the fuel scale like that. So it's almost about to done, and let's get a higher resolution. Okay, and that was a simple tutorial, and you can change the this all of these things to make the shape you want. And this was a simple tutorial how to make explosion with particle. And if you have any question, leave a comment, and thank you.